Hi there, viewers. Thank you for watching my views and news. Two news stories. Firstly, is there really a possibility of a coup against Ethiopian PM Abiy's government? Because after PM Abiy talked about coup in the parliament, several news sources made videos, published articles that government is taking it seriously. That there could be a coup in the making. That is why government has made some decisions. Several sources are reporting that. I want to analyze these speculations. I want to share my opinion with you. And secondly, viewers, Djibouti Somaliland tensions. It seems that things are now spiraling out of control. Djibouti seems to be training some youths on Djibouti Somaliland border. Are these youths going to infiltrate Somaliland, Odal state of Odal region of Somaliland, through which Ethiopia wants to pass to gain access to see details for you in this video. Firstly, viewers, last week PM Abiy spoke at the parliament. He presented his government's performance report. Budget was approved. He talked about economy, politics, foreign policy, security, etc. Long speech. He responded to questions from the MPs, and he talked about coup. He said that some elders and others have been in talks. They are in talks to stage a coup against his government. He said coup will not succeed. They are wasting their resources, sitting in drawing rooms, and that they'll be punished. Coup won't succeed, but they will be punished. This is what he said, almost quote unquote, at the parliament. After that, I saw several credible Ethiopian news sources report that Ethiopian government was taking this coup issue very seriously. Strict checkings were underway. Social media campaigns were being launched, etc., etc. So, question is there a real possibility of coup? Is Ethiopian government taking this issue of coup seriously? Well, I have been covering Ethiopia for around 4 years now. I have seen dozens of speeches by the Ethiopian PM Abiy. I have done videos on. I do video almost each and every speech of Ethiopian PM Abiy, especially when he speaks at the parliament. This is not the first time that the Prime Minister of Ethiopia talked about a coup. He mentioned that in speeches last year too, in 2022. And he always said that his government had put in place a system to defend the government against coups. He said that 2 years ago too, I remember. So I don't think that PM Abiy's statement is linked to some tangible evidence that there is a real threat of coup against his government. That is why he spoke. No, I don't think so. He mentions coup, conspiracy, external conspiracy against his government in his speeches. That is what he does. He just wants to prove that he is strong, that no one can remove him undemocratically. I think the coup which he mentioned was mentioned in the backdrop of conflict in Amhara. And it is not about ongoing developments. It's about last year when Ethiopian government arrested dozens of activists, academics, and some religious figures too, who were accused of plotting a conspiracy to overthrow the government. This is what he meant, I think. And there could be others too now who are planning similar conspiracies, coups. There will always be such people who would be planning such things in Ethiopia or based abroad. There is no serious challenge to Ethiopian PM now. No possibility of coup, ENDF under his thumb, Republican guards protecting him, regional governments backing him, especially where PP is in power, EPLF, which could have been a threat to Addis Ababa, is developing better relations with Prosperity Party. Ola is not a new threat. It has been there for decades, years rather. Ola, OLF for decades. New threat is Fano, threat from Amhara. But is Fano in a position to stage a coup in coming days, weeks? Obviously, it cannot. It can only stage a coup if it manages to penetrate the Ethiopian National Defense Force and other key government institutions. So far, I don't think the Abiy government is concerned. It's worried. But intelligence agencies are always alert. A news source reported that there is a red alert in Ethiopia, a news outlet, I would name it. There's a red alert. Government has issued this red alert, and government is very vigilant about this coup issue. Well, as I said earlier, intelligence agencies are always on red alert when it comes to coups, because anything can happen anytime in any country in the world. So they're always very active. They have to be active. That is what their job is, because they're intelligence collection agencies. It's not that some specific developments happened and that is why the entire state machinery has been activated. No, we could not confirm that. Secondly, was Djibouti Somaliland confrontation seems to be worsening. Somaliland, we know, officially accused Djibouti a few days ago. Somaliland's spokesperson accused Djibouti of backing, financing, supporting, funding some anti-Somaliland elements. Djibouti denied, Djibouti's Minister of Finance denied, but a new report indicates that Djibouti is training hundreds of youths a few kilometers away from Somaliland Djibouti border on Djibouti side of the border. The youths are from Gadabursi and Isa clans. Isa clan. Gadabursi is a tribe which is one of the predominant tribes in Odal zone of Somaliland. Through Odal zone, Ethiopian government wants to pass to reach the sea, to gain access to the sea. In Odal zone, we know that a movement, a resistance movement against the Somaliland government has been ongoing. And Odal state movement leaders have been seen in Mogadishu, in Djibouti too. Mogadishu obviously is backing SSC Khatomo and Odal zone groups which are fighting against Somaliland government. The youths are Isas and Gadabarsis. They're being trained at Goester. Goester is a military base in Djibouti. It is situated around 50 kilometers away from Ali Sabieh. Ali Sabieh is a city in Djibouti. So there, these youths, civilians, are being trained. What will happen after that? After the completion of military training, where will these youths go? Will they infiltrate other zone to launch a new resistance movement or to intensify other zone resistance movement and struggle against the Somaliland government? This is what seems to be the allegation which is being leveled by Somaliland against Djibouti, that Djibouti is now actively working to destabilize Somaliland. By the way, Djibouti has immense influence in Somaliland because some Somaliland MPs have Djibouti's passport. They don't have Somalia passport, they have Djibouti's passport. So when they travel abroad, they use this passport. Djibouti can cancel these passports. That is why some Somaliland MPs are pro-Djibouti. And I wonder if Somaliland would be able to have the final agreement with Ethiopia approved at the parliament or not, because some MPs are backed by Djibouti. So Djibouti seems to be backing Gada Barsi clan in Somaliland. In Somaliland, Ishaq clan is in power. Musi Bey Abdi is from Ishaq clan. Then his challenger, Abdirrahman from Wadani party, he's also from Ishaq clan. So Djibouti will back Gada Barsi against Ishaqs, it seems. Secondly, we know that Djibouti is one of the casualties of Ethiopia-Somaliland MOU if it is implemented. So Ethiopia would divert its cargo from Djibouti to Somaliland's Berbera port, Kenyan Lamu port. Djibouti's economy has been making money by handling Ethiopian cargo. Djibouti wants to stop the MOU between Ethiopia and Somaliland from being implemented. And it has been criticizing Somaliland since the signing of the MOU between Ethiopia and Somaliland in January. Let's see. Somaliland is alert. It says it knows what Djibouti is doing. It won't let Djibouti intervene and flame tensions in Somaliland.